maybe I can get a job at a movie studio or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. So anyways, yes, about the channel, and more or less what it is, I plan on really doing, like with like the one takes. So my girlfriend and I go out, and I need to get more money for the proper equipment to really do this to the quality I would want it to be. But when my girlfriend and I go out, we like to go places like rock hop and go fishing or go swimming and whatnot. And I have the waterproof case on the GoPro. Hello. Hello, people. And I don't have the awesome little like harness that you can put on all around yourself and like wander around and stuff like that with it on. Oh, cool. So hopefully I can get something like that in the next few weeks and maybe do some stuff. The one thing that I am going to try and do is I'm going to go to sailing school up in Maryland on the 28th. And I'm hoping I can film stuff like that. And I'm hoping they'll let me film, because I think that'd be pretty cool. I've always liked the water. I've always liked boating. However, after watching my uncles and cousins run their boats, I understand that the phrase boat stands for break out another 1,000, because they are plagued with mechanical issues, and it costs $200-300 to fill up the tank, and it's way too expensive to run a motorboat. So I'd rather go for like a sailboat, I've decided. Because one, you can live aboard those things, and they're actually pretty comfortable from what I understand. And they're also, cheap to move, because you need a little bit of diesel here and there to get it out of the harbor or the bay. But once you get it out to the wind, you can really start booking. And I really want to do stuff like that, because I feel like that would be, better for the environment and fun. And I also feel like, I love to drive. I absolutely adore driving. And one of the things that I find really nice about driving is, the connection with the open road. Having a WRX that I greatly wish was manual-ish. I'm going to make that war at some point. But, I feel a better connection to the road than, say, someone in a Honda Civic. Because it's a, front-wheel drive, not really good suspension, whatnot. I mean, it's a Honda Civic. It is. It's just there. WRX, though, got the coilovers and whatnot. It's very much designed to go on a back road. It's a very fun car to drive. And I think that, having a sailboat, from what I understand anyways, is like the difference between a bike versus a car, where people drive bikes because they feel a greater connection to themselves in the open road. And I don't mean bicyclists. If you're a bicyclist and you decide to go on a road that is like, it has like a 50+ mile-an-hour speed limit, and you want to do 25, you can go to hell, because you're presenting a danger to everyone else around you. And as Jeremy Clarkson and James May pointed out, red and green, learn the bloody difference. Seriously, when you're on the road, you apply to all of the same rules as us cars, which means you have to go the speed limit or a little higher or maybe a little less. So that means that unless you're like Burt Reynolds or Chuck Norris or something like that, and you really can keep up a 70-mile-an-hour speed, you shouldn't be on a highway, you shouldn't be on a byway, you shouldn't be on any roads that have a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit or higher, lest there be a bike lane. And even then, when you're in a bike lane, you should stay in the center of the bike lane and not on the lines, because I don't know what the problem is with our bicyclists around here, but I can tell you 90% of them see that little white line on the edge of that separates the bike lane and the road, and they go, oh, Guess let's ride on that, because that's not dangerous at all. To anyone who does stuff like that, you deserve to get hit and die, because you don't need to reproduce. Okay, now that I've gotten that burst out of the way, you know, God, I had no idea what I was talking about. I had no idea. Cool, that reminds me, I needed to get to the insurance company. I just passed a State Farm agent. But yeah, so this video is just going to be a quick little introductory vlog, and we're going to see where all it goes, because if I haven't annoyed you by now, then chances are you might find me funny. And if I've gotten you to laugh by now, chances are the more serious aspect of it, a more serious video, such as this one, you know, should make light of what's to come. And driving around in Virginia, even with a very nice car such as mine, that still doesn't mean that I get out of, you know, the way of the crazies, because unless it is a beautiful day like today, and even sometimes when it's beautiful like this, people drive stupid. I have no idea how half of the state is not in prison, because like there's a flake of snow on the road and all of a sudden it's, oh my god, call the National Guard, call the Army, there's snow on the road. And everybody sees the flake and they're like gonna swerve out of the way of this thing because they think they're gonna lose control. I mean, you know, it's wet and you get people who are driving 1,000,000 miles an hour or like Mock Turtle, one of the two. And then you get the sane drivers, which is Secret Group C, that, you know, is just like wants to try and go the speed limit but can't because people are either passing them at Mach 1 billion, or, you know, you're trapped behind someone going Mock Turtle. And that gets really interesting really quickly, because it, I mean, we all do it, but yeah, some of us a little or a lot more than others. My girlfriend being one of them. And I can tell you right now, she's not passing people at 1,000,000 miles an hour, which is irritating to me, but as long as I'm not behind her, I really don't care. Oh man. But yeah, that's pretty much how the vlogging is going to be set up for the most part.